Hello, world. It is I. I've returned. Sorry, my schedule has been pretty lackluster. Well, busy. Filled with BS and life in general, you know? But I come to you with a simple proposition, a simple talking point. Politics. I know, it's a wild thing. You know, you hear it all the time. Oh, this side's evil. This side's Nazis. You know, this side is filled with communists. I want to kill every white person ever. You know, you hear it all the time. You know, all these brown people are so poor and sad, even though, okay, maybe some of them kind of poop on the street, but, that's just their culture. And maybe the poop festivals aren't exactly the best representation of every Indian ever, but, it's their culture. Who are we to judge? Yet, somehow, all these people are there to judge, every Western culture ever because, oh man, the Nazis happened, so we have to be sorry forever and never have any self-interest ever again. And if we dare have any form of self-interest, oh God, you're evil. But besides the point, besides that, politics is really stupid. People protesting on either side, voting. Trust me, guys, if you vote harder, things are going to get better. Okay, as long as you believe in democracy hard enough, things will get better, guys. Come on, keep voting, wagey, keep voting. And, probably some of the people listening are going to say, oh, this guy's evil because he doesn't believe in democracy. It's like, if your moral, thermometer is based off of whether someone believes in democracy, letting everyone vote, or how about we just not let everyone vote? Okay? Like, I am just flabbergasted by the idea of, well, why don't we just have world suffrage, If we just have universal suffrage, why not just have world suffrage? Why even have a limit? Why limit on country to country basis? That's pretty racist. That's pretty nationalist. You know what I mean? To stop someone from voting who doesn't even live there. Hell, we already have those kind of people. That's people who are the global capitalists, the nomads, the digital nomads, the fucking people that, migrate from one place to another place just because, well, it suits my fancy and the tax laws are pretty nice. Yeah, I think that's a bad thing. And maybe not everyone should vote, because if you really think about it, why should you let the stupidest people vote to begin with? No. Like, think with me a little bit here, all y'all listening. Think of the stupidest person that you've ever thought of. Imagine them. Visualize them. Think of every stupid thing that they have ever said, ever thought of, ever done. Now you apply that to thousands, to millions, and you apply that even further. How does that dictate their decision making? You imply it even further, it goes all the way up to your politician, your local politician, the president even, all sorts of people. It really makes you think, wow, that's a lot of people. A lot of stupid people. People who have no real sense of politics. Now, to be fair, I'm not exactly a genius. I don't claim to know everything about politics. But to be fair, I don't like to think about it 24/7 because I don't think most people think about it on a daily basis as if it's a religious belief. And Furthermore, the whole idea of people getting so fucking pissed off at each other that they're going to kill each other over the whole idea of, well, you chose the blue side or you chose the red side, so I'm going to fucking kill you. Like what happened to Mr. Charlie Kirk. And he was a moderate guy. Honestly, if you like listen to some of the stuff this guy has said, you're going to have a really hard time saying that he deserved to die unless you just think, well, if the dude voted even slightly contrary to mass ideology found in the West and everywhere that has some form of modern political ideology, they just deserve to die. Their whole family deserves to die. Their puppy deserves to be crucified and tortured. Each and every baby deserves to be disemboweled because they're the descendant of people who voted the wrong way. This is why I actually tend not to actually like democracy all too much, because it makes people violent. It makes people fight each other for no fucking reason other than the fact that you chose blue side, therefore evil. No, you chose red side, therefore you are devil. And when you just remove the labeling and look at the other side, you can just see they're just people. Really stupid people, but people nonetheless. And just because they believe something makes them worthy of death? Are you fucking crazy? And, picking this whole side thing and voting for their side forever and ever, even if, a Republican or a Democrat, it's like, well, I don't really care about you. I'm just going to, politic for my own self-interest, so fuck all of you. I'm just saying whatever you want to hear so I get voted in. Which is what happens a lot with all these politicians, because at the end of the day, they're all the same. They're all elites. They're all of the same elite political class. There might be factions amongst them, but they're never going to let you, peasant, fucking overthrow their rule. No. You have to be exceedingly stupid to think that the amount of voting somehow determines, oh yes, society has magically gotten better because we voted out the guy, or we voted in a new guy, so everything's going to get automatically better. That's not how that works. You can't fix a broken society and a culture by voting harder. That's just not how it works. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're fucking lying to you. Because, seriously think, when was the last time you thought of a politician actually fixing something? Think about it. Seriously think about it. When was the last time a politician actually fixed something and it lasted longer than 5 years? That actually made something better. You can think about in past politicians. I'll give credence to that. Politicians in the past were of a different stock of people and had a different mindset. But today, well, where's a politician that has unquestionably fixed something and made it better and made it last? It's impossible, because the very nature of a democracy is so transitory, because everything has to keep changing, yet nothing changes at the same time. The fundamentals don't change, it's just the surface level. Because with the amount of voting, it's like, oh, I'm going to bring jobs back to the country, or no more foreign wars, or whatnot. It's all lies. And unrealistic thinking. So this is why I kind of get a bit, just really a real hatred of the idea of democracy and people getting a massive hard-on for democracy and voting harder. Trust me, guys, my constitutional rights is going to save me from the guy who's going to put a gun in my mouth. Do you have a gun? No. But the Constitution is somehow going to make my life better. Just because I said so, the Constitution is making the world better. Trust me, bro. Trust me. But in reality, the Constitution, sluts, I like to call them, the Constitution sluts, or, the communists or the turbo capitalists that want to, sell out their human souls for AI demigods or whatnot. All these people really don't care about, people. They have all these crazy ideas and unrealistic thinking about the world itself. That somehow these people have a voice in government, or a voice in the culture at the very least, that's actually has influence over people. To me, it's that's insane. That's insane. That doesn't make sense at all. Why should we listen to someone who wants to kill us all with machines? Maybe we shouldn't listen to them. There are reasonable people here and there, but there are so many unreasonable people, like the people who worship Hassan Piker. That fucking dude is one of the evilest sons of bitches ever. The dude literally tortures his dog. He's betrayed friends. He has this essentially death cult of personalities. Dude's literally Stalin, and Destiny is his Trotsky. Fucking betrayed his buddy so he could get bigger and more popular. And yet somehow this guy is considered a thoughtful political speaker, even though this guy is dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to actually discussing political thought and political theory. I mean, I don't think Hassan's a dumbass in the same sense of he knows how to use power. The dude's smart in a way, he uses power and influence to his advantage. He's not intellectually smart, but he knows how to use power and essentially throw people down the shitter and fucking ruin people's careers. He knows how to use power. But I've become so disillusioned with the idea of voting harder or picking a side or engaging with political life. I'm just so disillusioned with it because it's so catered to. It seems so fake, inauthentic, not real. You have to pretend. It's like playing pretending that you're someone that you're not. And people place so much hope in voting harder, or this election will fix the world and whatnot, instead of actually fixing their own lives. That's the real tragedy of it. It's people place all this hope, all these dreams and hopes into people that I know will never fulfill them, because they're people and they're not addressing the actual fundamental issues as to why the world is the way that it is. It's not a political issue, it's a moral issue. It's a deeply cultural, spiritual, and moral issue, is why the world is the way that it is. It's not because of, this politician got in, so he made everything bad. It's not a question of management. It's a question of the entire idea itself. Why are we here? Why should we even continue living on? These are the actual questions that need to be asked, instead of, what's his policy? Can we vote for this guy? What does this guy actually believe? But that's just me. I'm sort of just done with putting my dreams and hopes in some random Joe Schmo who came up the street and is trying to be a snake oil salesman and sell you a dream that he knows he's not going to provide, but is waiting for your sorry ass to actually believe in him and vote. And all these people take advantage of the people who try and pick a side in the political civil war or whatever. It ruins lives. It wastes energy. And it takes your focus off of the real important things in life that are necessary. But what do I know? I'm just a fucking guy speaking at television screen, a computer screen, telling you that maybe you shouldn't place your faith in democracy and actually place faith in yourself. Ah, come on, vote harder, dumbass. Come on. Come on, democracy's gonna save us all. Trust me, bro. Anyways, thank you for listening, and goodbye.